We do so with heavy hearts. On Thursday, we lost one of the greatest all time. After a sudden illness, Kyle Busch passed away. A two-time champion that recorded 63 wins at NASCAR's top level. Kyle was a father, husband, brother, son, and friend. It's been an emotional weekend for us all. We will honor Kyle's legacy today and throughout our coverage of tomorrow's Coke 600. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody, with Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Steve Letarte. I'm Adam Alexander. Safe to say it's been a tough week for all of us, Dale.
Yeah, it's just, it's hard to believe. It's hard to, you see the picture of him. It's been up on the back straightaway all weekend, and it's just, your mind just can't comprehend that this is really what is going on. So, it's just been very somber, very sad, watching, the garage sort of, process this, the industry, the fans. It's also been incredible to see the scope of his reach and the people that he had an effect on, the drivers that have talked about him. Those are some incredible things to hear, that he did so much good for so many people and affected so many people's lives, Steve.
Yeah, as we prepared to come on air, I was trying to figure out what are the right words, and I don't think there are any right words. So I think for everyone affected, it's different for them. But at this point, I think it's all about how can we remind everybody how great Kyle Busch was, both in and out of a race car. In the race car, he was feared as a competitor that could win each and out of every week at any racetrack across the country. And out of the race car, it is a challenge to find someone in this garage that he didn't touch, help, improve, push to be better, or even gave their opportunity. His legacy would be felt for decades and decades. And here today, it is, Dale, it's a very odd feeling to be at the racetrack without Kyle Busch. He has embodied NASCAR for the last 2 or 3 decades. This sport was him, and he was NASCAR in this sport.
Kyle Busch was one of one. It's hard to imagine that he's gone. Our condolences to his family, and you look at the numbers that he produced, and we mentioned some of these, a couple of Cup Series championships coming in 2015 and 19, 9th on the all-time wins list with those 63 victories. He's the all-time wins leader when it comes to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, going to victory lane more than 100 times, and his last truck victory came just over a week ago at Dover. 69 victories in the Craftsman Truck Series. That, too, is the best among all competitors in NASCAR. And now we look back at the career of Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch was a generational talent who rose to become a 2-time NASCAR Series champion and one of the sport's greatest and fiercest drivers. Across 22 full-time seasons in NASCAR's top division, Busch won the 2015 and 2019 Cup Series titles in 63 races, 9th on the all-time series wins list.
Kyle Busch has been legendary today.
His numbers across the other 2 national NASCAR series were record-setting, with 102 victories in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series and 69 wins in the Craftsman Truck Series. Busch was a proudly polarizing figure among fans, intensely popular with his adoring supporters, and booed loudly by his detractors.
If you don't like that kind of racing, don't even watch.
He entered the sport as a brash teenager with the nickname Shrub, as the younger brother to Hall of Famer Kurt Busch. But the moniker Rowdy, a nod to one of the main characters in Days of Thunder, and to his aggressive style, is what stuck with him. A Las Vegas native, Kyle Busch followed many of the same steps that his brother did in accelerating up the racing ladder. Family go-karts on makeshift tracks in cul-de-sacs and parking lots. Then Legends cars at the Vegas Bull Ring, before a move to full-bodied late model competition.
For us young drivers, we're thrown into the biggest series in all of racing. Sooner or later, you're going to have to get thrown in, so why not be sooner than later?
Busch drove for 3 Hall of Fame team owners, getting his Cup Series start with Hendrick Motorsports as a heralded rookie in 2005. He joined Joe Gibbs Racing in 2008, establishing a long-running partnership that made him the face of Toyota's NASCAR endeavors. He spent the final stages of his career with Richard Childress, arriving in 2023 and taking the reins of the number 8 Chevrolet. Behind the wheel, Busch was an electric, daring performer with a fiery personality that thrilled fans and crushed competitors. His trademark winning celebration, a showman's bow, served as tribute to his roots as a Las Vegas native, but also a flourish, like a magician appearing from the smoke of another triumphant burnout.
Yeah, baby, that's the way I do it.
Busch's sharp wit and competitive spirit sparked a deep emotional connection with race fans of every age, creating the proud and loyal Rowdy Nation.
You love you some Rowdy, let me hear you go, boo!
Busch's death from a severe illness was sudden, coming just 6 days after what turned out to be his final victory, a Truck Series race at Dover.
Take whatever you can get, man. You never know when the last one's gonna be, so cherish them all, trust me.
He is survived by his parents and his wife, Samantha, and 2 children, 11-year-old son, Brexton, and 4-year-old daughter, Lennox. In recent years, Busch's great mission was guiding Brexton's blossoming racing career, coaching his son in the family business at racetracks across America. Kyle Busch was unmatched in the record books and unrivaled on the track, one of the best to ever drive a stock car. He was 41 years old.
Kyle Busch, brash, bold, and incredible talent, Dale.
Yeah, he was one of one. You said it. There'll be nobody that comes along that'll be able to match his tenacity and how hard he worked and how badly he wanted to win every single race he was in.
And authentic through all of it, on the racetrack, off the racetrack. He did it his own way, and I think that's what we're going to all remember him by, is that not only was his talent, but he was always so true to himself in whatever endeavor he was challenged with.
We'll remember and celebrate Kyle's life tomorrow with many in the NASCAR community. It's our coverage of NASCAR on Prime for the Coke 600 at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when NASCAR Live comes on the air. Our thoughts, prayers, and condolences to everyone in the Busch family. We've lost a legend. Kyle Busch was 41 years old.